Hello, my name is Ann, and welcome to our Lifting Us Up in Liberty program. Now let's join our broadcast as Pastor Earl Wallace explains how the Bible applies to our personal and civic lives.
Let's consider what the Christian man and father's role is in making sure that God's people do not perish. What actually makes God's people perish? Is it A, a lack of resources, B, a lack of prayer, C, a lack of knowledge, or D, a lack of gifts of the Spirit? Isaiah 5:13 says, "Therefore my people go into exile because they lack understanding." Isaiah 56:11 tells us there are shepherds who lack understanding. Isaiah 27:11 tells us these people lack understanding, therefore the one who made them has no compassion on them. Hosea 4:6 says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because you have rejected knowledge, I reject you from being a priest to me. And since you have forgotten the law of your God, I also will forget your children." Of concern to me as a father is that Hosea 4:6 tells us there are going to be generational consequences if we allow ourselves to be deceived into rejecting God's knowledge. A while ago, someone related to me that he went to a men's event that was all about protecting the family. I asked, did any of the speakers mention A, how America's founding documents, the Declaration of Independence and the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution, reveal our godly heritage, and that by revitalizing those principles, we secure the role of our faith in public and preserve it for our families and future generations? The answer was no. B, how the global warming hoax lies about how God is a good creator who made a completely recyclable and renewable planet, and how that lie is being used to control the economy to deny young men access to well-paying manufacturing jobs, and under the guise of protecting us is shutting down the coal and oil industries, which God has provided to industrialize the world, heat our homes, and fuel our businesses and vehicles? The answer was no. C, how Common Core education is confusing our children's sexual identity to encourage homosexuality and transgenderism? The answer again was no. So in actuality, the conference did little to address the real core challenges we men must stand up against and overcome to protect our faith and families. Has our lack of understanding failed to address the evil root of the anti-biblical messages that are being drummed into our society 24/7 from government and educational propaganda machines, which are inhibiting our current generation from seeing God's will for our lives? Should not our role as Christian men and fathers be to protect our loved ones so we don't let Colossians 2:8 happen, which is to be captured with empty philosophies of high-sounding nonsense that come from human thinking and from the spiritual powers of the world? By exercising understanding and applying God's word accurately, we become Mark 12:30-31 people who love the Lord our God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength. Such people become mature and act as Ephesians 6:14 people who stand having girded our loins with truth and having put on the breastplate of righteousness. If we exercise our faith as this kind of Christian men, our families and our societies will get lifted up in liberty.
Thank you for listening. We hope you will join us in fulfilling 2 Chronicles 7:14 by repenting and turning to Christ so God saves your soul and heals our land. For more information about how the Bible applies to every aspect of our lives, including civics, visit us at libertycfchurch.org. Email us at office@libertycfchurch.org. Mail us at P.O. Box 235, Latham, New York 12110. Or call us at 518-545-7744. That's 518-545-7744.